Okay, so David ends up escaping, y'all. And at first, when the way they showed it, it was so cool, but at the same time, it moved so fast. So I was like, okay, did Kane just swim out that car too? And I said, now how is that? He pretended. How you gonna pretend like you gone or whatever? But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chelsea. This for Tyler Perry, the Oval Season 4, Episode 18. Okay, so David done escaped, and I was happy about that because I was like, I was hoping that David escaped and everything. But yeah, the way they filmed it and everything, it moved so fast. The way he broke open the glass and everything, the window, the way he busted open the window and everything, the way they showed him with his arm around Agent Kane's neck and everything. Then he was swimming cause I remember what David had on, and I seen like a white like suit like shirt, and I said, Kane, no, you didn't pretend like you was out of there. But yeah, he's trying to I think he told Cal he was catching a ride back there or something. But yeah, I said, David, you better go because they're gonna be looking for you, David. They definitely gonna be looking for him. But I'm glad he got away and everything. Donald and Victoria trying to talk to Hunter. They trying to let him know, what they gotta do. I think they was trying to talk to him about Jason and everything, but he wasn't trying to hear it. He was studying talking about some where's Alonzo and everything. And I said, I could see it now. Even though I know the spoiler where they say he's supposed to get poisoned and everything, I said anybody could have guessed that somebody was gonna try to take him out. Because let's face it, the man, if they trying to run the country, that's the first thing. The second thing is they trying to cover up all this stuff that they all don't participate in. All of them done did something at this point, or whatever. And you, the only person that won't get on board. Well, I ain't gonna say the only person, but you, the head leader. You supposed to be the head leader, but you ain't trying to do no type of work. You ain't trying to do no what they call it when you try to damage control. You ain't trying to do no damage control. All you want is women and substances. That's all you want. That's all. So eventually, somebody's gonna try to get this man. But yeah, Hunter acting desperate, and he's the weakest link in the whole equation. He goes looking for Alonzo. So they walk in and they having Jason little memorial funeral type thing or whatever. So listen, the switch up was real. Victoria switched up so doggone fast. The lady switched up. But I forgot to write in my notes that Simone and Eli was watching the whole little typing and everything, and Simone was calling it out that it was fake. And I said, now I'm confused. I thought based on the preview for last week's episode that Simone was gonna be 100% sure she was gonna call him out, that she heard. I mean, granted, you don't want to let somebody know if you plan on making a move or whatever. You don't want to let them know your motives. You don't want them to know what your next move is gonna be. So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, the way she was talking, I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. That ain't what I wanted her to say. That's not what I thought she was gonna say or whatever. But yeah, they having his little memorial type thing. So as soon as they opened them doors and Victoria was walking through and everything, she put on a show. She started fake crying. She even dropped she dropped to her knees and all. She dropped to her knees and all. And Hunter, he was pretending for a little second. But he like I don't want to say pushed her off, but you could tell that he let go of her, and he told Alonzo to come with him, and he left out or whatever. He left out, but yeah, Richard and Priscilla was just watching Victoria put on this show. Then later in the episode, they end up showing Donald consoling her and everything. And then as soon as she walked through them doors, they shut them doors or whatever. She was back to herself. I said, look at this lady. Look at this lady. But yeah, that shows Simone and Eli watching Victoria put on this show. They watching her put on this show and everything. And Simone said she knows she faking and everything, and she ain't even a good actor. So at first she was like, she kept talking about her. Then she finally said, you cheating on me with her. And he's like, what? What? He's like, what? I said, stop playing dumb. You know doggone well you cheating on this lady. What? Then he had the audacity. That was kind of I ain't gonna say triggering, but it was like, when he was like, oh, that's like my grandmother. And I said, ain't that what they be saying though? That should have been confirmation within her woman's intuition when he said that. Because they always result to, oh, I would never talk to her. Oh, that's like a mother, that's like a grandmother, that's this and that. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, come on, Simone. I'm hoping that she has a whole plan and everything, because ain't no way. Cause then she went from saying he cheating because he denied that. Then what did he say? After he denied the cheating, she was like, if not that, she hold on, I'm skipping over the notes. And I said, so I'm confused. So Simone doesn't know. She says Victoria after Eli. That's what she said. She said Victoria's after Eli, or she trying to make her jealous. And he was like, what? No, where you saw this coming from? And she was like, she could smell her all over him. And she left the earring. Look, he didn't know about the earring. And he still was denying. I was just talking about on that video this morning that people be, even when you confront them with the truth, they'll still deny because they think that by denying, then you will eventually question yourself and what you know to be true or whatever. And that's what he doing. And he also doing, he crazy making. I didn't know that was a thing until some years ago, where people try to make you seem like you crazy when you question them about the truth or whatever, so that way they won't be held accountable. It's a form of manipulation and everything, and that's exactly what he doing. He trying to manipulate this lady. Well, he is manipulating her. Well, I don't know yet. We won't know until she reveal what her plan is, because she was like, she even made a comment. She was like, what did she say? She trying to take, she ain't gonna have what's mine, or she ain't gonna take what's mine. That's not another one of these storylines. Not another one of these where it's like, okay, I know you cheating on me, but I'm not letting the other woman get all this hard work I invested into you and everything. And I was like, man, that don't make sense to me. That really don't make sense to me, because regardless, it's gonna end up ending one way or another, one way or another. So I'm hoping there's another plot twist coming or whatever, because the way she reacted, I was like, what? But yeah, he denied. He acting clueless, trying to play the crazy game, the crazy making game. And I'm like, so then he was like, after he had said she was his that's like my grandmother. That's like my grandmother and all this other extra stuff. Um, he got us to get ready to go then. He got us to get ready to go. And she was just sitting there, and I was like, listen, lady, stick to your gut. Stick to your gut. Stick to your woman's intuition. It's there for a reason. But they show her on the preview for next week's episode, and I think she's talking to Victoria, and she's telling about stay away from, I think she's telling about her husband, and Victoria got that look like, first of all, he my man, and all this stuff. And I was like, ooh. And I thought also when Simone was confronted again, I know you don't want to present all the things that you have on somebody, especially if you're trying to make a move on them. But I thought she was gonna say, "I heard you call her name when you was in there on the phone and stuff. I heard you or whatever." I'm still tripping out. The man went in here right next door, right in the next room. He went right in the next room and got on video check. Usually people try to be sneaky. Who goes and get on video check? You bold, and you really, that's a really disrespectful. It's already disrespectful to be cheating in general. But for you to go get on video chat in the next room, come on now. I was like, ooh, you wow, Eli, you wow. But it's okay. It's going to come crumbling down. Especially if Victoria double cross you. If she has her own little plan. Like I said before, somebody mentioned that it's a possibility, or that they might write it like this, where Simone actually put Eli up to it or whatever. And I was actually watching another one of Tyler Perry plays. What's it? Which one was it? Medea's Christmas or something like that, where she had found out her husband was cheating, and then later in the movie, in the play, she was like, "Oh, we not actually married. We've been divorced for years. She got a man, and all that." But I was like, "Well, why you reacted the way you did then?" And I was like, Tyler Perry been known to recycle storylines and stuff, so I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they wrote it like Simone actually put him up to it, and it's revealed that way. But yeah, he was acting clueless and everything. Hunter finally finds Alonzo and everything. And so he threatens the man. Starts talking about overseas. And you know what they'll do? And that was an order. I ordered you to do it. You ordered him to get drug. You ordered him to get substances. You ordered him to get it. You do know. I wonder, can they charge him for well, of course they could charge him. Never mind. I just answered my own question. But what else we gonna talk about? Let's see. Cause he's threatening Alonzo. He threatening Alonzo and everything, talking about what he gonna do to him if he don't get his stuff that he wants. the stuff that he wants, he gonna get them. But the man didn't care nothing about the press or whatever. He didn't care that the press was there, at the little memorial funeral type thing. He did not care. He didn't care or whatever. He just walked out and everything. But I think maybe he didn't care because, well, I ain't gonna say that because Hunter ain't been doing his job anyway. He just genuinely doesn't care about none of that. But Sam ends up finding Jason. Jason just sitting in the truck. I don't know what the man was doing. He was just sitting there. So Sam finds him and everything. He tells him to get out. They study going back and forth and stuff. And I'm like, Jason, just get out. Because you making it harder. They've been sitting up here trying to help you. They've been sitting up here trying to help you and everything. And you just not going for it. You just not listening. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. And you making it harder. You making it very harder on other people. You definitely are. Because they trying to help you out and everything. They trying to help him out. And I understand you if they was trying to take you out in the hospital, you'd be skeptical of everybody. But I don't think that's the case. And somebody brought up a good point. They said that they better be careful with Jason because he be ready to take everybody. I said the same thing. Like, y'all treating him like he the victim. He ain't no victim. He need to go right to the crazy house or to jail or both or something because he shouldn't get away with what he did to Jean or his grandmama or nobody else. Or nobody else. He definitely shouldn't. What else? Let's see. Yeah, he studied going back and forth with Sam. Sam studied trying to convince him to trust him. He heard the helicopters and all this stuff. I'm guessing I don't know if that has to do with the whole memorial thing or is they looking for Sam now or looking for Jason now. I don't know which one it is or whatever. But yeah, he finally convinced him to trust him and everything. So they leave, and I was like, about time. But I said, Sam, you better be careful because the boy is lonely. He's lonely or whatever. He's very lonely. I said, he gonna get y'all caught. I said, at this point, they already know because, Agent Kane over Sam's shoulder and they found the truck and everything. So Sam better watch his back. I don't see how all these people are able to go back to work with these people if they know they be taking people out left and right. I couldn't be I can't pretend to fool with nobody at all. But yeah, everybody back at work like it's normal. I didn't write down that Bobby was Bobby was like, oh, his condolences to Victoria, and she like, yeah, yeah. It kept on walking. I was like, but Lily ends up calling Bobby and everything, but he won't answer his phone. So she calls Max, and Max gives Bobby the phone. And she's still trying to tell Bobby that, her family's being threatened and everything. He ain't trying to hear. He wasn't trying to hear any of that. And she's like, are you gonna protect my family and all that? She asked this man, was he gonna protect her family? And he hung up on her. And she was like, she knew he was weak and everything. And I was like, man. And then he got off the phone to my he's studied talking about some when they got back to I think they was at the White House and he kept talking about some first of all he told Max that he done with Lily and all this other stuff. Then he ended up saying he horny and he sees Priscilla walk out. And I think I'm skipping ahead. But yeah, before that she kept telling Bobby how powerful Donald is and he was like, you don't trust me to protect you and all this other stuff. And she trying to explain because I don't think now Bobby don't beat the brakes off Sam and Bobby. I feel like they trained for this stuff. They definitely trained for this stuff. But again, you got to consider the fact that they already done try to get Max. They are if they hadn't helped him, who knows what would have happened. But yeah, they already done got Max. So yeah, he definitely Donald is definitely powerful. So I would listen. They got the officer dude trying to fight for her. Listen, you might as well stick with him because Bobby said he done. He in pursuit of Priscilla right now. We'll see how long that lasts. But I had forgot that they was trying to take Bobby and Max out. I forgot. All this time I thought about it when they was talking and stuff, and I was like, wait a minute now. I was like, they actually, I don't know, something about this episode. I don't know if it was when they was talking to what, and I was reminded when they was it a cabin or something? And I was like, oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. And I said, did they even explain that part? With all the evidence about Jean and what Jason did to her and the Denise and everything. I was like, did they explain why they was trying to take them out? They said something about the first time a terrorist or something like that, and I was like, just a load of baloney, basically. But Dale's, Dale was headed over to Kareem's to get the key so he could open the pharmacy because Kareem ain't been there because he just over here going through it at this point. But he going through it bad. It looked like he done got caught slipping. But Dale tells Kareem he doesn't look okay and everything. And he ends up telling Sharon to come check on him. And later in the episode she does. But I got a question. Let me see. So can he be charged or they be charged for tampering with evidence even though they didn't commit the crime? And I feel like I want to know, like, can they be charged? But this is a show, so they probably won't even charge. Who knows at this point? Or with the highest now, they powerful, so it's a chance that they gonna get away with this stuff. Cause I don't know, I don't watch this, so I wouldn't know. But it's revealed that Kane is still alive. He calls Cal and lets him know what's going on, that David got away and everything. And I was like, Dave, you better stay far away and tell Sam to handle his own dirty work at this point. Tell him, because if not, you're going to lose your life. And it's not working. What the other dude at? Matter of fact, that should be rolling in numbers. Not numbers. Well, yeah, because it was two of them. It's David and I forget. I don't know the other dude name. Where he go? We seen him one time, ain't it? One or two times. I would say one time. But yeah, I was like, he should have him. But I stay out of it at this point because them people ain't nothing. The people, listen, Cal and them is not nothing to play with. So I would stay out of it. I would definitely, if you could get overtaken by Jason, I know he was on that pill, he was sleepy and everything, so that contributed to it. But at the same time, it's like, listen, you might want to go tell Sam you gotta handle what Sam plan on doing anyway. Like I understand, like what they think they gonna do with Jason, cause he is the one that committed these crimes and stuff, and then he dangerous, he a sicko, all of the above. So I was like, okay, watching the episode, I was like, okay, they had this whole little meeting about, we blame it was Jason, everything was actually Jason, we owed him an apology, all this other stuff, but he still got Jason. What is he planning on doing with Jason? Having Jason say they did it, because he keep on saying how, my parents did it, my father did this and all that, and I'm like, they got evidence, dude, they know you did that or whatever. But let's see where I stop it. Okay, Alonzo freaking out. He goes to Alan's office and everything because Hunter want the Coca-Cola. I said Coca-Cola. he Hunter want the Coca-Cola in 30 minutes. I said, how you now there be traffic and stuff. And from what I hear, Atlanta definitely got a lot of traffic. Talking about 30 minutes to bring him his substances or whatever. And so he goes to Alan's office and he's telling them and everything. He's like, why don't you just tell the chief of staff? I said, if you say that one more time, listen, if you say tell the chief of staff one more time, are you delusional? Are you crazy? Are you secretly in love with this man at this point? Y'all, come on now. Every episode, he be like, tell the chief of staff, chief of staff, chief of staff, chief of staff. I was like, now how, if they roll so close together, don't you think that they working together? You don't like Hunter because he was sleeping with your girl or whatever and all that, and you would speak on him before anybody, especially before Donna. But if they so close together, I mean, just because you close with people don't necessarily mean you on the same stuff they on. But at the same time, they said the birds flock, the feather together, whatever. Birds of the feather flock together, or however the saying go, whatever that means. Know you by your circle. You know how they be saying it or whatever. I just missed the whole saying up, y'all, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Okay, so Alan gives Alonzo the Coca-Cola that was Cal's. He was like, first Alonzo thought he was talking about Lily because he was like what he said, his lover, his partners, his something or whatever. He like, no, you didn't know and all this stuff. I said, Alonzo gonna let it slip in front of Hunter or something. I was like, because he was like, don't tell anybody. Anytime they tell these folks not to tell nobody, they go tell anyway. Because I think Sam knows. Matter of fact, that whole little crew is supposed to know, right? Because then they reveal it. or whatever. What happened to the general dude? The general dude, Victoria's father, that girl Paisley. I know her name ain't no Paisley, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, what happened to these folks? But yeah, I was like, oh, listen, let me see where we stop at. Oh, Alonzo now. Yeah, he gives them the Coca Cola and everything. I mean, if you don't know what Coca Cola, I'm saying that because I've been watching YouTubers that say they videos get flagged and stuff when you say certain words like the Coca Cola. If you get what I'm saying or whatever, that's why I try to use keywords and everything. But Hunter still convinced that Victoria and Donna behind it all. He was like, yeah, like y'all didn't have nothing to do. I said, oh, Lord. So first he keeps Victoria out. Then he's like, I don't want to talk to you. He tells him man he don't want to talk to him either. So he keeps Donna out too. And they both, you can tell by their facial expression. They're just over it. They over him. They sick of him. Which is understandable because I'm sick of him at this point too. And he is the weakest link. And he holding up. He gonna cause them so many problems. Every time they try to fix something. Or they fix it. If they actually fix it. He's gonna come right along and undo it, unfix it and all. And I feel like he's proving it. He's definitely proving it. But yeah, I said at this point, Hunter's starting to get on my nerve, or he is getting on my nerve. So Bobby ends up seeing Priscilla walk out, and Max trying to tell him no, abort mission and all that, don't do it. And I said, Sam, your woman over here. I mean, y'all ain't divorced yet. I can't believe they finna get it. I could believe they getting divorced because he cheated and she over here trying to cheat too. So I get it. But I was like, man, I was hoping that they was in that kitchen or wherever they was at, that they was making progress. But Victoria hating stuff. Oh, blocker. She a blocker. That's what she is. But yeah. So he sees this lady and he follows her in there. And so she starts to apologize, but not for what he thought she was gonna apologize for and everything. So they agreed to meet up at a hotel. They agreed to meet up at a hotel and everything. And I said, oh Lord, now Sam don't threaten you now. You bold. Now what happens if she does this with him and she regrets it? What happens then? Will she regret it at this point, or are they actually moving on past the storyline? And if they are, who they gonna put Sam with now? Victoria? She don't want him. Let her tell it. She wants Eli. Because that could be a whole nother little angle she's working. Because they will always do what's best for them to get what they want. That's something I've learned watching this show. But yeah, they agree to meet up and everything. Richard ends up walking in on them. He trying to talk her out of whatever she trying to do. She basically told him to mind his business. Like he told her when he found out about Nancy and her father. I mean, his father, Nancy and his father. And that's going to be a whole nother mess because his father finna get ready to come. And I was like, man, listen. I wonder if they going to reveal it to be more to the story than what was shown or what was said or what. But, where we stop it? Sharon calls Richard and lets him know they at the hospital. That she's at the hospital with Nancy. Hunter takes the Coca-Cola from Alonzo, but he's still not satisfied. He's still not satisfied, y'all. I should have made this. I gotta stretch this clip out longer. But he's still not satisfied. I was like, okay, just overdose then. I guess that's what he's trying to do. He must be fighting some mighty heavy battles, silent battles or whatever. Cause he be on this stuff heavy. You hear me? Heavy. He definitely be on this stuff heavy. And I'm like, dude, you gotta chill out. And when he said he wanted the stuff that Alonzo had got on first, before, Alonzo was looking at him like he's crazy. He's like, what? I thought that was it. And he still wants something. He still wants something. He still want more and everything. Then he talking about going out. I don't think, let me see. No, I didn't write that part. They said he wanted to go out. But yeah, he want the stuff that Alonzo had got him before. He still want to go out and everything. So Alonzo said yes. And I was like, Alonzo, listen. You get into trouble, you get caught. If anything, excuse me, what time is it? Let me see. 9:47. Excuse me. But if anything, he'll be the one to throw you under the bus. To my son. But remember that episode where he was like, if you get into some trouble, he gonna get him out and everything. I said, he gonna be the reason why you get in trouble, if anything, or whatever. But yeah, so now he gotta go get more for this man. And then what happens? Like, is one of those products gonna be laced with something? Because if he getting poisoned, or is it somebody just gonna put it in there? And Alonzo better be careful, because they might try to say he did it, try to strike the blame on him, or put the blame on him. And I said that's probably how that's exactly what I just said. This is probably how he gonna get poison and everything from the substances or whatever. Nancy feels like something is wrong with Barry again. She still feels, said she felt that way with Picky. And Sharon not listening and whatever. I said probably mother's intuition. I don't know if it's a mother's intuition. I don't know if that substance she on got her seeing things, hearing things, feeling things, or what. Probably a mother's intuition, because she did say she felt that way with Picky, so it got to be a mother's intuition. Richard ends up coming finally. Nancy tells Richard that Barry isn't well. She can feel it. Richard keeps saying, "Now, Richard, why would you lie to this lady like that?" I guess because he don't really know. He doesn't trust the highest now, because the highest told him what they did. He didn't go into full detail, but he summarized that junk or whatever. But Richard keeps saying Barry's fine, he's fine, and I was like, he's not fine, he's not fine, he's not fine. I really wish they had to finish his storyline before they did this. Let the man get his daughter back before y'all done took him off the doggone show. But that's life. Sharon goes to see Kareem and everything, and she wants to know what's going on. At first, he looked like he's about to tell her and everything. Then he just got bothered or whatever and got up and left. He tries to get, well, before that, he tries to get her to leave, but she won't. She says she ain't going nowhere. So she notices the rug or whatever, and she starts asking about it and everything. That's when he tells her to leave, and she's like, fine. So she starts to get ready to go. She gets her bag and everything, and that's when she see the phone under the couch. The phone looked like it got blood on it. I think it got blood on it, and so she on the preview asking him what that is and what's going on. Did he hurt Barry and all that stuff? And I'm like, yep, that's the first thing they gonna say. That's what the cops would say too. Y'all had beef. Y'all was into it about this girl. One thing led to another. So I get why he didn't want to go. But now, like I said before, did he tamper with evidence? Like, would that matter? Or whatever, the fact that he tampered with evidence. Nancy on the preview confirming that Barry's gone. She's like, he's gone. She can feel it. She's breaking down and everything. Richard studied. Listen, Richard, you in denial, Richard, but you better not. Now, when you find out, wait, let me finish this part first, then I'm gonna say it. Nancy on the preview confirming Barry's gone and he's gonna be found. She was like, he's gone and he's gonna be found and everything. I was like, lady, what you can predict the future now? I said, what them drugs did to shoot. I don't say it the doggone word. It don't matter at this point. What them substances done did to her. She was like, they about to find his body. They about to find him and everything. And I was like, okay, Nancy, okay. And everything. And they ain't trying to hear it. They think she's crazy or whatever. I was like, no, she knows what she talking about. She definitely do. Or whatever. But what I was about to say, was it about Richard? What was I about to say? I can't remember. I should have completed my thought. I want to say it was about Richard. Something about Richard. Let's see. Richard. I know. You know how Richard was talking about how he's gonna go in there. He was telling Sam, either you do something, basically you do something, or I'm gonna go in there. I said, now what make you think if all these people don't went in there and they don't got trapped in there? No, Nancy don't went in there and she done got. Ruth went over there, I guess, willingly and got. Her daughter done got grabbed and got. Barry must have went. He had to have went over there looking for her again. Why would you go over there with just you or whatever? They done told you to stay away. They done told you. Why would you go back? I understand you look for your son, but you gotta be smarter. Then he had the audacity to mention that he got ties to the FBI. I see you snitching. You dry snitching or whatever. But that's it, y'all. This was an okay episode. I'm still waiting on the theatrics or whatever. But comment down below what y'all thought of this episode. Did y'all like it? What would y'all like to see happen next? I think that's it. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share with somebody. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Road to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. We on this journey. But until next time, y'all be safe and enjoy the rest of y'all night. Deuces.